Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Employee pricing plus extra DeArmond discounts at DeArmond Ford. New 2024 F-150s with over $20,000 off. Get a new Ford Bronco with $9,000 off plus 3.9% for 72 months. New Bronco Sports on sale for $37,990 plus 3.9% for 72 months. And new Super Duties with $10,000 off. Extra discounts on top of employee pricing. Only at DeArmond Ford, Indianola.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Good evening and welcome to CISN. Tonight we are at Roosevelt High for a non-conference matchup between the Roosevelt Rough Riders and the Urbandale Jayhawks. This is Austin Oliver and I'm with producer Randy, and we're going to bring you tonight's action on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Rough Riders come into tonight with a 7-7 record. They bring a fairly balanced attack with the setter, Nanny Bell, running the offense with 145 assists so far on the season. They're going to be coached by Taylor Wineski. That brings us over to the Jayhawks. They come in with a 0-9 record, but we've run the gauntlet of ranked opponents in 5A with a who's who of the best teams in the state. They also bring a balanced attack with Danny Peterson and Jay Stevens running the offense. The Jayhawks are coached by Amy Hobart. Well, we're looking forward to a great match here in Des Moines, and we're going to be back in just a few minutes with the starting lineups. We'll be right back here on CISN.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V-Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand, custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
And we're back. The Rough Riders are winding down their warm-ups. We had an unfortunate development. It looks like we might have lost a setter for the Jayhawks. And I think number 18, Jay Stevens, may have been injured in the warm-up. So we'll have to see how that kind of changes things up for the Jayhawks as kind of look at the last 5 teams that they played here so far in the season. They've just taken on Centennial, Waukee, and Dowling, and that's number 2, number 1, and I believe number 7 with the latest rankings, and also Knoxville and Winterset kind of rounding out their last 5. All have been losses, but it's very, very tough teams. So buzzers just sounded, so we're going to turn it over to the PA announcer for tonight's starting lineups.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Pomerantz Gymnasium in Al Camino Court for tonight's volleyball contest between the Urbandale Jayhawks and your Roosevelt Rough Riders. Here are the participants for tonight's contest. First for the visiting Jayhawks, number 3, Paige Featherston. Number 5, Sarah Cole. Number 8, Addie Isaacson. Number 10, Nora King. Number 11, Fiona Mulligan. Number 12, Sadie O'Deer. And number 18, Jay Stevens. Now, here are your participants for our riders. Number 1, Jenna Polisi. Number 4, Alan Trosh. Number 8, Aaron Schmitz. Number 9, Kinley Storyheim. Number 10, Avante Alabas. Number 14, Mallory Ickowitz. And number 16, Paige Ball. Now, here are your starting lineups. First for the visiting Jayhawks, a senior, number 1, Danny Peterson. A junior, number 2, Mia German. A senior, number 4, Vanessa Twitty. A senior, number 6, Maggie Walker. A senior, number 7, Ava Wade. A senior, number 9, Melissa Kazachik. And a sophomore, number 17, Peyton Trainer. Now, here are the starting lineups for your Roosevelt Rough Riders. A 5'10" senior, number 2, Julia Knapp. And a 5'9" senior, number 15, Isabel Wagler. Head coach for the Jayhawks is Amy Holbert, and she is assisted by Taylor Genrick, Caitlin Charlow, and Allison Yoder. Head coach for your Riders is Taylor Wineski, and she is assisted by Mike Schneider, Christina Tharp, Troisha Merritt, and Cameron Leeper, and Emma Wagler. Your officials for tonight's contest are Matt Thompson and Ben Poncho. Now, would everyone please rise for the singing of the national anthem?
We'll be right back.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Employee Pricing Plus at DeArmond Automotive, Knoxville. 2025 Ram 1500s with up to $15,000 off. Incredible offers on the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee with up to $9,000 off. And new Jeep Wranglers with up to $8,500 off. And save on a new Chevy Silverado 1500 with over $12,000 off. Employee Pricing Plus. Save big now at DeArmond Automotive in Knoxville, Iowa.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Outdoor furniture season is here and we've got you covered with the best selection in Central Iowa. We're featuring Poly Furniture by Berlin Gardens. Once you've seen the fit, finish, quality, and materials of Berlin Gardens Poly Furniture, it makes everything else look like it was built in somebody's backyard. We also have Iowa's best selection of aluminum, wicker, wrought iron, cushion, and sling. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Let's hear it for Roosevelt.
And we're back. The Roosevelt choirs did a great job on the national anthem. Very good rendition. Little unique, little special. And they're shuffling off the floor and got a pretty decent crowd here for Thursday night here. Roosevelt's definitely brought the crowd tonight. It looks like they're ready to go. A lot of the football players and other sport athletes look to be here. Starting lineups have been completed. Coach Taylor Wineski just giving out final instructions. Amy Hobart also in the huddle with her team as the Rough Riders are already on the court. And the Jayhawks are finishing up with last-second instructions. Once again, the Jayhawks come in with an 0-9 record. And the Rough Riders come with a 7-7 record. I went over the last five for the Jayhawks. Last five for Roosevelt was Lincoln. They got a win over Lincoln and St. Albert and had some losses against Grandview Christian, Atlantic, and Knoxville. I think the last four were at a tournament this weekend. Referee's getting the lineup set and ready to go. It looks like we're ready to play ball. Urbandale looks like they're going to be serving first. And that'll be Danny Peterson 47 assists, 33 digs on the season. The senior setter is going to be running the offense, at least for right now. We'll have to see how they make some adjustments with the injury to Jay Stevens in warm-ups. She gets serve location from her coach, Amy Hobart, and she puts the ball into play. Little disjointed first attack there, but the Rough Riders get it over and score tonight's first point. That'll be a substitution for the Rough Riders. That'll bring in Olive Trausch in to serve. She'll also be the DS on the backside, 5'7" junior. Service error by Trausch. Substitution here for the Jayhawks as well, as number 8 will come into the game, Addie Isaacson, the junior DS. Libero for the Jayhawks is going to be Mia German tonight. And for the Rough Riders, it's going to be Sydney Godding with 118 digs so far on the season. As the Jayhawks find the back corner and they score a point. Take an early lead here in set number 1. Isaacson back to serve, her second serve of the match. Almost the servicing error there as well, but they saved it at the last second there and put the ball back into play as Trausch tries to chase that one down. Another score for the Jayhawks. 3-1 here early in set number 1. That's Addie Isaacson still at the serving spot. Trausch puts the ball into play. They set back row, but the back row wasn't ready to hit. Peterson gets it to the opposite. Doesn't get all of it, and on the outside, there's a block from Malia Rife on the outside. She gets the block, and then she's going to go right back to the servicing position. Malia's a senior, has 56 kills on the year, one of the leading kill leaders for the Rough Riders. Bell sets the middle, it's blocked. They reset. Bit of Rife to the back row. Rife puts it down, but the Jayhawks keep it in play. Bell sends it to the outside, reaching far, and right over the top of the block, it's a kill for Isabella Wagler. She's a 5'9" senior outside hitter. 45 kills on the year, 45 digs on the year. And that'll keep Malia Rife at the servicing line as they tie the score up 3-3 here in set 1. Peterson sends it to the outside. Swing down the line, that's number 7, Ava Wadier with the kill. Libero will take a seat on the bench, and that'll bring in Melissa Kazazic into the game. She'll be playing, looks like, middle. Back set. Power tip there from number 2 for the Rough Riders, Julia Knapp. Julia's 53rd kill on the year. She comes in tonight with 52, just got her first kill of the night. She'll roll right from that kill back to the servicing position. Peterson gonna step underneath the net. It'll be a under net violation on the Jayhawks. Point to the Rough Riders. And the crowd gives her the business. Peterson tries to get to the middle. Now we get it to the outsides. Just taking over. It'll be a free ball here for the Rough Riders. They get it back to Trausch. Trausch sends it over from the back row. Nicely placed ball from Peyton Trainer for the kill. Tips it from the opposite and puts it into the back corner. Nobody was there for the defense for the Rough Riders. That'll pull Trainer right back to the serve. Troush with the pass. They run the middle. Tipped right over the top of the block, but the setter is there for defense. Roll shot. Rough Riders going to have an opportunity here. They send it to Malia Rife in the back row, and she's able to send it over, and Jayhawks just couldn't get enough of the ball, and it goes down for the kill. Rough Riders 6, Jayhawks 5.
All right, back in for your advert.
That's a point for the Rough Riders. As again, Nanny Bell's in serving. Setters, one of the kind of a leader in all different kinds of opportunities here on the statistics for the Rough Riders. She's got 80 digs, 145 assists, and 43 kills on the year. As she gets a service ace. .5'11" junior. Barely goes over the top of the net, but the Rough Riders are able to handle it. And I think they call a back row attack. So the last person that hit that ball, I don't know that she jumped, but an interesting call. So it looks like on the Jayhawks, number 17, Peyton Trainer. The right side is also slash a setter here in other positions, but it looks like she's going to be setting out of the 6-2 for the second setter. Rough Riders take one out of the back row. Peterson not able to get a hand on it. Number 15 with the kill for the Rough Riders, Wagler.
Isabella will be serving.
Ball's put into play. Peterson with a roll shot as she's falling backwards. It just goes right over the top of the block in the net and goes right into the campfire spots for the kill for the Jayhawks. That's libero serving, and it's an ace for Mia German. Jayhawks will look to get on a little run here. And it's another ace from German. 2 in a row for the libero. Tied up at 9. Well passed here by the Rough Riders. They send it outside to Malia. Popped up, blocked, and then popped up. They send it to the back row. Rough Riders swing. It's handled by the Jayhawks. Rife sends it over. Free ball here for the Jayhawks. Let's see what they can do with it. Peterson, two-handed tip to the back row. It's able to be handled. Rife swings. Blocked again. And they're not able to handle it. Peterson, the setter, on the outside with the block. Her teammates are loving it. They don't have heights on their roster here, but I got to say that Peterson's probably all a 5'4", 5'5". Rough Riders send it over. Get it back to Peterson. She tips it over the top of the block again. Bell sends it to the back row. And Bell sends it out of bounds. Wagler actually with the hitting error sends it out of bounds. Jayhawks take a 2-point lead. German on a roll at the servicing line. And it's going to be long. Draws the Rough Riders back into 1 point down. 10-11. Julia Knapp back into the game. Set outside to the opposite for Nani Bell. Does a nice job. Everybody thought she was going to the outside, but she turns around and gets it to Annabelle Albright, and she puts it down. Yana Gibson back there serving. It's her second serve as they tie it back up at 11. Perfect pass. Jayhawks send it off the block. It's a nice tool from number 4, Vanessa Twitty with the kill. Peterson back to serve. Quick in the middle, power tip there. Bell keeps it in play. Jayhawks have an opportunity. Peterson sends it to the outside. Has to do a double step, gets a touch on it. Ball goes over, blocked in the middle. Rice sends it to the back row. It's handled by the Jayhawk defense. They send it over. Bell runs a quick. Power tip's gonna go out. Tried to go with a flick of the wrist, but just got a little bit too much of the ball. Goes pretty high and pretty long. And that'll be an early timeout here for the Rough Riders. They trail 11-13. We'll be right back here on CISN.
Employee Pricing Plus at DeArmond Automotive, Knoxville. 2025 Ram 1500s with up to $15,000 off. Incredible offers on the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee with up to $9,000 off. And new Jeep Wranglers with up to $8,500 off. And save on a new Chevy Silverado 1500 with over $12,000 off. Employee Pricing Plus. Save big now at DeArmond Automotive in Knoxville, Iowa.
And we're back from the timeout. Peterson still back at the servicing line. Jayhawks have got a 2-point lead, 13-11. She looks to keep the mini run going for the Jayhawks. Rife, perfect pass. They send it out to her. Malia swings. And she's able to just get enough of it, but Peterson's not able to get the touch on that, and it goes out of bounds. Rough Riders have a substitution coming in. Olive Troush back in. Number 4 will be serving. Hits the top of the net, but goes over. Peterson sends it to the outside. Pushed over. Bell takes it on her own hands and pushes that one over for the kill. Back row is not ready for that one. Tied up once again at 13. Out of bounds, service error. Substitution here for the Jayhawks. Number 8 into the game, Addie Isaacson. She had a couple aces already early in the game. See if she can do that again and get the lead back lengthened out here for the Jayhawks. Hits the top of the net, goes straight down. No dice. Malia Rife back to serve. Overpass. Rough Riders try to put it down, but it's handled by the defense of the Jayhawks. Down the line, nice shot. It's going to be number 7 for the Jayhawks with the kill. That's Ava Whittier. Second time she's taken a line shot and had nobody there to kind of respond to that. So the Rough Rider defense is going to have to make some subtle changes to make sure that they cover that. And now they've seen that twice. Overpass here from the Rough Riders. Jayhawks are in business, but they really can't do anything with the free ball. Send a free ball over to the Rough Riders. They try to run the quick middle, but it's blocked. Bell sends it to the back row, and it's taken over by Troush. Out of bounds, off of the Jayhawks. Hitting error from Trainer. Libero for the Rough Riders takes a seat. Ayana Gibson back into the game. Julia Knapp into the net. Neither team taking very much of a lead here in the game number 1. I think the biggest lead's been 2 points, I think. Troush just defends herself as the serve gets a little bit too high on her. Sent over. Free ball here for the Jayhawks. Send it to the middle. Tipped over the top of the block. And it's going to trickle out of bounds off of the Rough Riders. Another point for the Jayhawks. Be a substitution. Troush is going to take a seat, and that'll bring in number 14, Mallory Ikowitz. Off the net, roll shot there, but it doesn't get enough of it. Hits the top of the net. Tape ball there, and it goes right down. Little servicing run here for Peyton Traynor. Biggest lead of the match for the Jayhawks at 18-15, 3 points. Bell tools it off of the top of the block there, goes out of bounds. That'll bring Annabelle Albright in the front row. And send Bell back to the servicing line. She tries to go down the line. Fairly effective. Peterson does get the ball up. Cross-court shot there by number 7 from the Jayhawks. That's Ava Whittier with the kill. Hits right on the line. Vanessa Twitty back into the front row for the Jayhawks. Servicing error from Whittier. Rough Riders going to want to go on a little run here, see if they can get back inside the lead here. Still down by 2. Twitty off the ceiling, and nobody's able to respond to the ricochet off of the ceiling. Point for the Jayhawks. And that's a timeout here for the Rough Riders. We'll be right back after a few words from our messages here on CISN.
Employee Pricing Plus at DeArmond Automotive, Knoxville. 2025 Ram 1500s with up to $15,000 off. Incredible offers on the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee with up to $9,000 off. And new Jeep Wranglers with up to $8,500 off. And save on a new Chevy Silverado 1500 with over $12,000 off. Employee Pricing Plus. Save big now at DeArmond Automotive in Knoxville, Iowa.
And we're back. That's Mia German back at the servicing line. 3 points lead for the Jayhawks. German served pretty well here in the first game. She's got a couple aces under her belt already. The referee's talking with the scorer a little bit here. Getting something organized there as he says ready to play on. German, good serve. Send it out to the outside. Strong shot there by Malia Rife. Goes down the line, not able to be handled by the Jayhawks. Sitting on the line, the defense just is not able to dig that ball. Crowd goes crazy on the far side. Gibson serving. Get it to the middle, goes off the top of the net. Handled by the setter, Bell. Send it to Rife. Rife off the top of the net. Popped up by the Jayhawks. Right off the standard. Another point for the Rough Riders as they drop within one. 19-20. It's going to be a net violation by the Jayhawks. Scores tied up at 20.
20-20.
Wouldn't expect anything less, as many ties and small leads that we've had over the course of game number 1. Jayhawks barely get it over. We have free ball here. It's quick to the middle. Pushes it off the edge of the block. It's a kill for Julia Knapp. Gibson trying to keep her run going. I think she sits at 4 points right now. Perfectly passed. Set to the middle. Tip around the block, but the Jayhawks are the Rough Riders right there. Roll shot by Rife. Bell sends it back out to Rife. Rife swings. Sent to the middle. Doesn't get all of that ball, and it hits the net. Goes down. And it'll be a timeout for the Jayhawks as the 2-point lead. First time here at the end of the game. We'll be right back in just a second.
Employee Pricing Plus at DeArmond Automotive, Knoxville. 2025 Ram 1500s with up to $15,000 off. Incredible offers on the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee with up to $9,000 off. And new Jeep Wranglers with up to $8,500 off. And save on a new Chevy Silverado 1500 with over $12,000 off. Employee Pricing Plus. Save big now at DeArmond Automotive in Knoxville, Iowa.
And Gibson just put it back into play, and it's blocked by the Rough Riders. 3-point lead, 23-20. Gibson continues her service run. 6 points now. Jayhawks with a nice swing on their own. That ball's put down by number 6 for the Jayhawks. That's Maggie Walker. And that'll put Peterson at the service line, just down by 2. They send it out to Rife. Rife gets it. Roll shot. Handled by the Jayhawk defense. They run to the middle. Walker gets 2 tries. Dug up there, but nobody's there on the dig. Albright was stepping back, getting ready to hit, and the ball just kind of went to the position that she was at. Jayhawks slide right back, down 1, 22-23. Rife takes the ball with her hands. They send it to the opposite. Peterson gets it. She'll take the ball over. It'll be a free ball here for the Rough Riders. Bell sets it to her middle, off the block. It's a kill! Julia Knapp. We have a substitution here for the Rough Riders. That'll bring Mallory Ikowitz into the game, serving for game point, 24-22 for the Rough Riders. Serve shanked. Balls, the Jayhawks get it back. Rife calling for the ball. She gets it. Swings off the block, out of bounds. Game number 1.
Employee pricing plus extra DeArmond discounts at DeArmond Ford. New 2024 F-150s with over $20,000 off. Get a new Ford Bronco with $9,000 off plus 3.9% for 72 months. New Bronco Sports on sale for $37,990 plus 3.9% for 72 months. And new Super Duties with $10,000 off. Extra discounts on top of employee pricing. Only at DeArmond Ford, Indianola.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
And we're back here at Roosevelt High School. Game number 1 goes to the Rough Riders, 25-22, off of a couple real nice service run from Yana Gibson. Served about 6 points in a row at a crucial time for the Rough Riders. Had some kills from Julia Knapp and then Malia Reif, two of the leading kill getters for the Rough Riders. Kind of showed why they're leading the team as they were able to pull themselves back into the game and get the win in game number 1. Game number 2 will start out with the Rough Riders serving. That'll be Albright back at the servicing line.
Albright will be serving for the Riders.
Jayhawks are going to look to see if they can have a better result here in game number 2. And Albright will put the ball into play. Peterson tries to trace down the errant pass, but is not able to get enough on it. Falls to the floor. Point Rough Riders. Overpass here. Rough Riders have a free ball here. They're going to send it out to Reif. Reif does a nice little tip over the top of the block, and it goes in for the kill. Rogers with a nice little finesse play over the top of the block. And servicing error for the Rough Riders. We'll send a point over to the Jayhawks. Peterson back to serve. Substitution here for the Rough Riders as well. They'll have number 14 coming into the game. That'll be Ikowitz back into the game. Mallory. Nice ball from the libero. It's blocked in the middle. Little joust at the nets, and the Jayhawks are on the losing end of that one as the point goes to the Rough Riders. Jayhawks send it to the outside. Swing and a block. It's able handled by the Rough Riders, but a little power tip from the setter. Gets the ball over to number 17 for the Jayhawks. Trainer with the kill right off of the block. Addie Isaacson into the game. That'll bring her right into the servicing position. Rife with the pass, right to Bell. Bell sends it to the outside, and it's out of bounds. Hitting air by Wagler. Crowd over there does not like it. They're letting the referees hear it. Nice serve. It's going to put Bell right at the net. Bell has to push it over. She's in the front row, so it's a legal play from her. Bell sends it to the outside of Wagler. Wagler's not able to get a good attack on it. Peterson sends it to the middle. Rife sends it back over. Peterson with the first touch. Get it to the outside. Down the line and out of bounds. Point for the Rough Riders. Yana Gibson comes into the match.
Gibson back in for Ryder.
Sydney Gotting, the libero, will take a short rest for one play. Knapp puts the ball into play. Peterson to the opposite. Right with a nice pass. They run a quick in the middle. And it's hits in. Kill for Gibson, number 3. Comes into tonight's match with like 31 kills. She'll add to that total with another kill there. And Knapp once again serving. Peterson sends it to the outside, off the block. They recycle the ball. Peterson sends it back out again. And a nice shot there from number 7, Ava Whittier with the kill. She got 2 opportunities in a row and is able to put that one away on the second opportunity. Maggie Walker back to serve. And servicing error. Albright back into the Rough Rider lineup. And that'll bring Bell back to the service line. Peterson's high into the outside. Tools it off the top of the block. Once again, number 7, Ava Whittier with the kill. Rife to Bell, back to Rife. Jayhawks send it back outside. Whittier again. Whittier's off the top of the block. They do control at that time. Send it over on the second ball, but they're going to be called. The Jayhawks are being called for a net violation. Number 7 was touching the net. Wagler serving. They run the middle. Still in play, but they're not going to be able to get it over. Too many shots. Got stuck in the net a little bit there. Wagler serving her second one. 8-5 lead for the Rough Riders. Run it to the middle. It's dug up by the Rough Riders. They send it to the back row with Wagler. Gets a little bit too strong on the shot, and it goes out of bounds. Side out for the Jayhawks. Vanessa Twitty back into the front row. Train will be back setting again in the 6-2. Perfect pass for Wagler. They run the middle. Jayhawks are able to handle it fairly easily. Rife pops it up. Bell sends it back out to her. Off the top of the block. Peterson's able to get it. And they push it out of bounds on the second ball. Try to sneak it over, but just a little bit too far on the outside. Goes out of bounds. Gibson back to the servicing line. Julia Knapp back into the front row. See if Gibson can get on another run here in game number 2. Lengthen the 3-point lead that the Rough Riders have, but the Jayhawks have some miscommunication on where that ball was going to go, but one of the girls got it and sent it over and landed right on the back line. German serving. Service error. Hickowitz back in to serve. Albright will take a seat. Overpass here from the Jayhawks. Rife swings off the top of the block. Jayhawks are able to handle it. Send it to the outside. Strong swing, but it's blocked, but sent over on the second ball. Bell takes it in her own hand, swings with the left hand, and puts the ball away. Jayhawks take the biggest lead in the game number 2 here at 4, 11-7, or Rough Riders, sorry. Shanked ball, and that lead is gonna lengthen up to 5 as an ace for the Roosevelts. Ickowitz with the ace. She'll put it back into play. Peterson in the front row, so she's able to take those second balls. Push goes a little bit too long. It's a side out for the Jayhawks. They needed that one. Knock that lead down just a point, back down to 4, as Peterson will go back to the service line. She'll take over the setting duties in the 6-2. Good serve out of her, and it's an ace for Peterson. Jayhawks bench celebrating, doing a little do-si-do out there. Peterson goes short. And a little high on the middle set there, but nice little dig from the DS specialist. She got that serve up and gave Bell an opportunity, but just a little bit too high on the quick set for Knapp. Peterson once again, little mini run here for the Jayhawks. Roll shot there. Peterson, gonna set to her middle. Rough Riders able to get it back over, but a free ball here for the Jayhawks. They get it to the outside, and it's a huge block from Bell and Knapp on the outside as they team up together, put the ball down. Cornelisi in to the front row. It'll be her first appearance as Rife sends the ball into play from the service line. Be a double hit there, as new rule this year is if double hits happen and it stays on your side, like a second ball or a first ball, it's okay to be playable, but on the third ball, it's got to be a clean ball that goes over the top of the net. And the referee called a double on that one as the ball was taken over the net. Blocked there by Roosevelt. Peterson sends it over on 2. They go back to the middle. Knapp. Overpass there. And Bell was there trying to push it back over, but pushes it into the net. It'll be a point for the Jayhawks. Addie Isaacson steps back into the game. Good serve from Isaacson. Push there by the Rough Riders. Swing off the top of the block, but the Rough Riders handle it. They send Rife in the back. And there's a big block from Maggie Walker in the middle. Single one-on-one block, and she stuffs it. Isaacson back to serve again. Clawing back into this match are the Jayhawks, just down 2 now. Try to get Knapp on the middle, but not able to connect in a real effective way. Roll shot here, Rough Riders. Bell takes it right over on 2. Peterson's got an opportunity here. And it's a re-block back there by Julia Knapp. Very similar to the block that the Jayhawks just had. One-on-one block for Knapp, and she stuffs that one down herself. She'll go right from there, back to the service. Peterson sends it to the outside. Off the block. It's a block party here for the Rough Riders as they got 2 blocks in a row. And that'll be a timeout for Amy Hobart and the Jayhawks. We'll be back just a second here on CISN.
Employee Pricing Plus at DeArmond Automotive, Knoxville. 2025 Ram 1500s with up to $15,000 off. Incredible offers on the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee with up to $9,000 off. And new Jeep Wranglers with up to $8,500 off. And save on a new Chevy Silverado 1500 with over $12,000 off. Employee Pricing Plus. Save big now at DeArmond Automotive in Knoxville, Iowa.
And we're back. 16-12, Rough Riders get back to that 4-point lead that they've had already once in this match. On the servicing arm of Julia Knapp. Crowd's getting a little rowdy over there. And she's going to get a ace there for her first serve back from the timeout. Ava Wadier talking to Coach Hobart, trying to get some direction. It's a short serve to her. Peterson sends it to the opposite. Swing, blocked. Peterson sends it to the outside this time. Double hand push over. Bell takes it over. That's going to be a net violation on the Jayhawks. Widens the lead to 6. 18-12 for the Rough Riders. Peterson sets the middle. Nice swing, overpass. The Jayhawks will get another shot. They're going to take it to the opposite. Power push for the Urbandale. Block for Urbandale. And it's going to be another net violation on the Jayhawks. (19-12), the biggest lead for the match of the Rough Riders. Off the top of the net. All the luck's going to the Rough Riders right now. Jayhawks are getting nothing. They huddle up trying to find the answer to Knapp serving. They send it to the outside. Swing. It's another block. Bell puts it down. Crowd loves it. 21-12. Knapp, nice serve down the line. Peterson tries to sneak it over, but the block was ready. Cross-court shot, but it's missed. Goes out of bounds off the Jayhawks. Knapp on quite a run here at the servicing line. 10-point lead for the Rough Riders. Perfect pass there by the libero for the Jayhawks. Just popped over, send it back to the outside. Power tip. Libero set. Roll shot for the Jayhawks. Bell tries to send it all the way across. Libero with another bump pass. It's going to go, it's going to complete this. Oh, going to get there. Reif goes off of the ceiling. They knew how to play it, came right back down. And it's going to go off of the standard. Looks like it went off the block and they must have hit the standard. I'm not sure what happened there. Referee calls the ball side out to the Jayhawks. And for the Jayhawks, that'll bring in number 10, Nora King. It's her first action of the night. She's a senior defensive specialist. Bell connects up with Gibson for the kill in the middle.
Gibson puts that away. That will be serving. And Albright back in the lineup.
Albright will take a step back into the lineup.
Walker back.
As well as number 6, Maggie Walker. And then the libero will jump back in. Mia German. Bell will be serving. Still a 10-point lead for the Rough Riders. Got 2 points to the game. Number 2, service error. That'll bring Trainer back to the service line. Ball's going to go long. Back-to-back service errors by both teams. That'll lead to game point here for the Rough Riders here in game number 2, 24-14. Wagler come back into the game. Take the game point serve. And it's shanked. It's an ace for Wagler for the game point on game number 2. 25-14 at game number 2. Rough Riders lead 2-0. We'll be right back after a few moments from our sponsors here on CISN.
Employee pricing plus extra DeArmond discounts at DeArmond Ford. New 2024 F-150s with over $20,000 off. Get a new Ford Bronco with $9,000 off plus 3.9% for 72 months. New Bronco Sports on sale for $37,990 plus 3.9% for 72 months. And new Super Duties with $10,000 off. Extra discounts on top of employee pricing. Only at DeArmond Ford, Indianola.
Hi, I'm Chris from Fireplace Superstore. Outdoor furniture season is here and we've got you covered with the best selection in Central Iowa. We're featuring Poly Furniture by Berlin Gardens. Once you've seen the fit, finish, quality, and materials of Berlin Gardens Poly Furniture, it makes everything else look like it was built in somebody's backyard. We also have Iowa's best selection of aluminum, wicker, wrought iron, cushion, and sling. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
And we're back here at Roosevelt High School. This is Austin Oliver. I'm here with producer Randy and cameraman Kobe, bringing you Roosevelt and Urbandale tonight, Thursday night. It's a 2-0 lead for the Rough Riders as they won game number 1, 25-22, on a really highly contested one right up until the very end. And here we are at game number 2. Just got done with that, 25-14. Much more dominant performance for the Rough Riders. As the coaches, both Amy Hobart for the Jayhawks and Taylor Wineski for the Rough Riders, give last-minute instructions before sending the teams out to the floor for game number 3. Once again, the Rough Riders sport a 2-0 lead. We playing the best out of 5. Referee going over the positioning sheets right now. Looks like we're good to go. Be back to Urbandale for the starting serve for game number 3. That'll be Peterson. Back at the line. Here we go, game number 3. Rife takes the serve with her hands. They go right back to the middle. Julia Knapp off the top of the net, but effective. Gets a kill, 1-0 lead for the Rough Riders. Albright will take a seat, and Mallory Ikowitz back into the game. Nice pass to Peterson. She sends it to the outside, off the top of the block. Peterson chases it down. A roll shot from the Jayhawks. Bell sends it to the back row. Wagler with the swing. Dug up by the setter, Peterson. Jayhawks will have to send it over. Free ball here for the Jayhawks, or for the Rough Riders. Bell tries to take it on ball number 2 and sends it long. Side out here for the Jayhawks. Addie Isaacson back into the game. She'll be serving. Bell tries to get it back into the middle. And Knapp's ready for it there. Pushes it, hits it right off, and tools it off the block. Coach Hobart talking to her middle blocker, just talking about positioning with the hands. Rife puts it off the top of the net, and it's an ace for Rife. And it's an ace for Rife again, as the Rough Riders do some kind of weird circle dance, but they seem to enjoy it, and if they could get aces off of it, I guess they can dance how they want. Rife back at the line again, 4-1 lead, tries to take it short. Almost the third ace, and it's going to be the third ace. A 5-1 lead early here in game number 3 for the Rough Riders. Rife takes it down the line. Peterson tries to keep it in and does so, but the ball's sent over. It'll be a free ball here for the Rough Riders. Peterson sends it to the outside. Pushed over the top of the block. Rough Riders playing, or the Jayhawks playing good defense. Rough Riders playing good defense as well. Great defensive play there from number 14. Ikowitz swings her arms and sends it back over, and the Jayhawk defense was nowhere to be found as it hits the floor. Rough Riders letting the crowd know that Ikowitz is a freshman, getting some playing time. And a block at the net for the Rough Riders. That's Knapp and Wagler over there. I think they joined up for that. Might have been just Knapp for the block. Rife continuing to serve. It's going to be a Tool middle block there. The Jayhawks get the kill. Maggie Walker sends it off the top of the block and out of bounds.
King in for the Jayhawks.
Nora King coming in to serve. Libero, German will take a seat for this half a rotation. King. Bell connects up with Knapp. The Jayhawks are ready for it. Bell tries to pop it over there, but is not able to get enough of it. Wagler hits the floor trying to keep it in play, but it hits the bottom of the net. 7-3 so far here in game number 3. As King tries to keep the run going. Dump pass from the setter. And then it's blocked by the setter. Bell dumps it, heads over to her position, and blocks the one-on-one on the outside for the point for the Rough Riders. 8-3 here in game number 3. And Knapp sends it off the side of her hand. It goes out of bounds. Producer Randy, how far do you think Urbandale is from Roosevelt? Are they pretty close? 20, 30 minutes? I thought it might be a little bit closer. I'll have to look it up maybe during break. But Urbandale's got a pretty decent crowd here as well tonight as they get a side out. Good serve from the Jayhawks. Bell sets in the back row. Rife swings. Handled by the Jayhawk defense. Roll shot is going to go inbounds for the Jayhawks. 14-minute drive. I thought it might be a little bit closer than that, but I think we have a decent crowd here from the Jayhawk side as well as they claw back into this match, 6-8. That's Trainer on the serve. It's going to be an overpass, close to overpass. But Gibson gets the one-handed set from Bell, and she's able to put it off the top of the block, and it goes out of bounds. Bell serving. Rife with a nice defense. I'll get it right back to Rife. She doesn't get all of it this time. It goes into the net. Substitution here for the Jayhawks. Vanessa Twitty back into the front row. And that'll put Wadier back at the servicing line. Bell has to pass that first one, so the liberos putting that ball into the hitter. Libero tries to get the ball over, but just gets a little bit too much of it, sends it out of bounds. Point for the Rough Riders. Isabella Wagler back trying to get a bigger lead for the Rough Riders. It sits at 3 right now, 10-7. Is there a touch? Ball goes out of bounds. And there was a touch there. Looks like Gibson might have got a little bit of it. Everyone kind of looks at it sheepishly. She kind of shakes her head. She's like, yep, I did touch it. So she's like, what am I supposed to do? So a good call by her. Mia German's been serving fairly well tonight. They'll put her at the servicing line. See if she can get on a mini run and get the Jayhawks back into this one. Rife sends it long as they're looking for a touch. There's no touch at the net. Rife will take a seat at Cornelisi. Cornelisi back into the match. She'll be swinging on the outside. Give Rife a little bit of a break. She comes right in, has to pass the ball. I don't know if that one got over, but I think I was going to say 4 hits. I don't think the ball got over there. And that ties the score up 10-10. German's back at the line again. And called for a rotation mistake here by the Rough Riders. So Cornelise coming in at a position that she's not necessarily used to. So Rife, I don't think that's right either as they try to figure it out. It probably behooved them to take a timeout right here and get this right before they give up any more points. as Reif was on the outside. So that should be the right position. The referee should not be doing this. He should be letting them figure it out and not be helping them with their rotation here. But he's helping them out here, making sure they're in the right rotation. Bell tries to one-hand it. Jayhawks roll it over, keep it in play. Send it to the back row to Wagler. It's dug up by the Jayhawks. They run in the middle. And going to get a little bit of the net there in the middle. Set was a little bit tight. She's not able to follow through. Walker in the net. Yana Gibson. She's had a couple of runs tonight. And that'll start her run for the night as well. Her second serve, 12-11 in favor of the Rough Riders. 2-0 lead by Roosevelt right now. Jayhawks looking to extend it to 4 games as a service error from Gibson. Peterson at the back line. Bounces heavily off the roof. And it's going to go out of bounds. Bell did get a hand on it, and they had an opportunity to send it over. But Albright just can't get enough control of it, and that'll lead to a timeout for the Rough Riders. 12-13 in favor of the Jayhawks. We'll be back in just a second here from CISN.
Employee Pricing Plus at DeArmond Automotive, Knoxville. 2025 Ram 1500s with up to $15,000 off. Incredible offers on the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee with up to $9,000 off. And new Jeep Wranglers with up to $8,500 off. And save on a new Chevy Silverado 1500 with over $12,000 off. Employee Pricing Plus. Save big now at DeArmond Automotive in Knoxville, Iowa.
And we're back. Coach Wineski called that timeout, and as we were coming back, they got in there a little bit early, but Peterson put the ball into the net, so exactly what Coach Wineski was looking for. Peterson gets the set up, and they're going to barely get it over. Bell has to take the first ball. Bump set it out to the outside. Peterson once again takes the first ball. Roll shot goes out the outside of the antenna. Point to the Rough Riders. Back tied up at 14s. Ikowitz, the freshman, tips the net but goes over. Bounces off the top of the block. Might even got off the top of somebody's noggin and goes way out of bounds. That was number 4, Vanessa Twitty with the kill, as she runs by and tries to apologize for bouncing that one off of somebody's head. Addie Isaacson to serve. Bell tries to save it there. Rough Riders going to get the ball over. I think there was 4 hits there. Yep, 4 hits. Two-point lead here in game number 3 for the Jayhawks, 16-14, as they look to try to send it into game number 4. Quick shot there in the middle. Knapp's able to power tip that one to the side. Peterson whiffs on it as she tries to play defense. Rifle come back in, back to the servicing line. She was working with the trainer a little bit. I was trying to figure out what was going on with her, but looks like she's good to go. But then a servicing error. Double substitution in for the Jayhawks, as Nora King will come back into the lineup. Serving specialist. And she'll get an ace. King with the ace. King will probably try to get another one here. 18-15. Bell gets it out, and it's a push from Knapp. She was playing the opposite on the serve receive and able to get it around the block for the kill. Substitution for the Rough Riders. That'll bring in Kinley Storehand into the match. Her first appearance. Sophomore 5'7" DS for the Rough Riders. Peterson kind of missed the serve, or missed the set there, kind of set right in between the middle and the outside, so they discuss it. They'll be ready to go here for the next one. A little miscommunication on where that set was going. Storehand back into serve. And the Jayhawks just take it out of bounds on the pushover. It'll be a timeout for the Jayhawks. 18-18 here in game number 3. We'll be right back after our first, a couple words from our sponsors, CISN.
Employee Pricing Plus at DeArmond Automotive, Knoxville. 2025 Ram 1500s with up to $15,000 off. Incredible offers on the 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee with up to $9,000 off. And new Jeep Wranglers with up to $8,500 off. And save on a new Chevy Silverado 1500 with over $12,000 off. Employee Pricing Plus. Save big now at DeArmond Automotive in Knoxville, Iowa.
And we're back, 18-18. Storehand back to the service line once again. Peterson tries to keep it in play. She does so. It'll be a free ball here for the Rough Riders. And it'll be a net violation by the Jayhawks. Storehand back to serving once again. I think it's their third to serve in a row. A little run for her. Peterson sends it to the opposite. And a swing hits the net, goes down. PA announcer called it as a block. I'm pretty sure it just went off the net. Storehand back to serve again. Run the middle, Gibson, but it's played well by the Jayhawks. Tries to flip it over on 2. Somebody lost a shoe out there. I think Reif lost a shoe during play and kept on going and is able to keep playing there. I just saw a shoe flip, kind of flop around there. I thought it came from the crowd for a second, but then saw that Reif didn't have a shoe on. Storehand back to serve once again, and she serves it in the net. Service violation. Service error as she takes a second to get that tied back on so it doesn't fly off again. Looks like brand new shoes for Reif. Out to Wagler. Wagler goes cross court. Dug up by the Jayhawk libero. Blocked at the net. Wagler lays out for that ball, but They sent it to the outside, and Wagler was still playing defense, trying to get back to it, was not able to do so. Jayhawks claw back in to 1 point, within 1 point. 21-20 in favor of the Rough Riders. Bell, little tip over the top. She's in the front row, so she's able to do so, uses that left hand. Just a slight tip, puts the ball right into the 10-foot line of the Jayhawks. 22-20 in favor of the Rough Riders. Bell back to serve, and she slices it right off of the hands. The DS was trying to get out of the way, gets an ace out of it. I think it might have been on the back line anyways, so either way it would have been a point. Bell serving once again. Peterson sends it to the opposite. And Bell tries to play too much defense as Reif was just standing there waiting for the ball to get to her, ready to go. And Bell darted across to try to take it one-handed. She turns around and gives a little apology to Reif. 21-23. Storyhand lays out, it's not able to get enough of it. Back within one to the Jayhawks. Ava Wadier back at the service line. Storyhand much better pass this time. They get to Wagler. Wagler somehow works that ball over, gets it into the block, and it's down on the Jayhawk side. That'll lead to game point on the hand of Wagler. 24-22. Could be match point as well. Peterson chases it down. Off the block. It's a block by Gibson for game point. And that's match for the Rough Riders. 3-0 in favor of the Rough Riders. Last game here, 25-22 in game number 3. That'll end the night here for us here at Roosevelt Gym. Game number 1, 25-22 Rough Riders. Game number 2, 25-14 Rough Riders. And game number 3, 25-22 in favor of Roosevelt as they notch another win under their belt, run their record up to 8-7 on the season. Coach Wisniewski is going to be really proud of that win. Had some hard-fought games there. And that'll be the end of the night. This is Austin Oliver here for producer Randy and Kobe on the camera. We appreciate you coming out here on the Central Iowa Sporting Network, and we'll see you next time.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Employee pricing plus extra DeArmond discounts at DeArmond Ford. New 2024 F-150s with over $20,000 off. Get a new Ford Bronco with $9,000 off plus 3.9% for 72 months. New Bronco Sports on sale for $37,990 plus 3.9% for 72 months. And new Super Duties with $10,000 off. Extra discounts on top of employee pricing. Only at DeArmond Ford, Indianola.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.